Well, Anthony, your dozer's all finished, and I ran it for good hour, an hour and a half in my greenhouse, like you asked, to make sure everything was good on it since it was a new machine. And the only thing I had to do was keep adding oil to it, because the more I ran it, the more I got air out of the lines. But it runs great, and everything works nice on it. Let me lift up the and let me just turn it around real slow so you can see all the lights. Actually, let me lower that. So you can see your lights. There's your side lights, your roof lights. And your backup lights, your rear lights. And you see your dash light there, which is nice to have to know that it's powered on. And there's your rotary beacon. And what else? Well, then the radio. One thing that's a little bit confusing about this is since we're sticking with this white radio that comes with the machine, and you know how I feel about these white radios. But it does work. I mean, it is a 10-channel radio, and it does get the job done. But, like, I'm using channel 8 to run the speed of the sound system, and I can't set channel 8 to not be on a switch. Like, you cannot make any of the channels be nothing, so that I can just mix to it and it just works as a mixed channel. So what I had to do is I had to put this switch is channel 8. And the reason why it's important to know that is if I start the sound system up, which is 1 down and 1 up, same as your other machine. And I don't know why the horn went on, I only went one time. There we go. So now this has to be in the center all the time. And what I did is I marked it center, because if you lift it up, that's forward sound, and that's reverse beeper and the reverse sound. So now if you run either stick, it's going to run the sound, run the engine sound. And that's a little bit too close. Let me back this up a little bit. And your pump is right here. And it's labeled. There's your pump. I took the ripper off just so that I could get ready to put it back in the ship to ship it. So all your let me turn the sound system off. So all your blade controls are on the left side. So there's down, up, left, and right. And then your ripper's on the right side. It's up, down, and then that tilts it. And what else we have? Oh, your lights. That's your light switch here to turn all your lights on and off. And that's it. Oh yeah, and inside the hood. Let me show you inside the hood. Whoop. This batteries. I'm just using a tiny battery because I don't really have a good battery to use in this machine. But you see that little switch that says beep on it there. If you flip that switch, that turns off your backup beeper in case you're, if you're running in a smaller area where it gets annoying after about an hour of that thing beeping, you can just flip that switch and turn the rear beeper off. And but pretty much everything is just stock in appearance in here. Here's your pressure relief valve. And I backed that off a little bit. I backed it off to the point that the blade had enough strength to easily lift the machine. I mean, to the point that it couldn't lift the machine, and then I just added enough pressure so that it could easily lift the machine up. And all the wirings, whoops, I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to pinch my battery cable wire here. But yeah, the whole wiring's all hidden pretty well. All the wiring for your tower lights go down in with your hydraulic lines, and all these wiring, of course, is all hidden down inside the floor here. And here's those. I installed those railings that you bought aftermarket, and before anybody asks, I don't know where he got them from. I could find out though if people are interested in those railings. I'm not sure where Anthony bought those from, and it was a bit of a bugger to get the lines, the wires for these lights down. They're taped on the inside of the rollover bar, and then I actually had to modify the mounts for the cab to give me a 1/16 of an inch, well, actually 40 thousandths of an inch clearance, so the wires for the roof lights don't get pinched. So that's good. It's good and safe the way it is. But there's no leaks. And it ran great, but I'll include with this video of it pushing dirt and running the ripper and showing you how it works. And I'll get this boxed up and shipped out tomorrow, Anthony. Talk to you tomorrow. Well, Anthony, here's the first time your dozer sees dirt. Haven't pushed any dirt with it yet. I figured I'd get it on video. Let's see, I gotta turn the blade. Whoop. Yep, all the way with the blade. And let me fire up the sound system. And if anybody wonders, I'm controlling this poor dozer very poorly because it's set up that the left stick is the left track and the right stick's the right track, and then the blade's on the left stick with the left track. I'm just not used to it, so it's not the dozer, it's me that's making it look bad here.